I'm here at Spaceship Earth, the centerpiece of Epcot. It looks very pretty. This is one of my favorite things in the entire park. It's always been cool. Look, the monorail. Ooh. This is a very moody opening shot. This is always one of my favorite parts of the park. But recently, in the past, like, what, year, 2 years, they added some LEDs to it, like this, which have made it really cool. They have some shows where they like time it to music. The fountain changes lights. These lights change colors. It's really cool. The park just closed, so I can't go on anything. But not that I do that anyway. However, I can walk you from the front of the park here to the back of the park, because I'm going to take the Skyliner back to the resort. Hello, people! If you're watching, say hi in the chat. I can talk to you personally. Say your name, where you're from, what you want me to talk about. This is Spaceship Earth, right in the globe. And it's been closed today. For maintenance or something, I don't know why. I'm going to go this way, because there are less people here. Unless this way is closed, in which case, I guess I won't. I don't know how long I have in this park before they start ushering me out quicker, but I'm going to try to go as slow as I can to try to take you through some of the cool spots in Epcot, because there are a lot of them. And if I can walk backwards, I can show you how cool Spaceship Earth looks. Like, if you're a photographer, a photography enthusiast, want to take pictures of something cool, this is one of the coolest things to take pictures of in Epcot. It looks so pretty. Okay, I should watch. I got stuck on Under the Sea. It's a Little Mermaid ride. But I got stuck in like the first scene where nothing happens, so it wasn't very exciting. I showed Part of Your World 12 times, which was so fun. But then I came here, a pizza at Via Napoli, which was so good. And I have been wandering since. Watched Epcot Forever with the fireworks show. It's very, very good. These are some construction walls. Lots of those recently. Epcot's under a lot of changes. That's why no one is this way. This way doesn't connect. Cool. Hi, 5 people. Nice. Hey, if you're watching, say hello. Put your name, a message in chat. I can talk to you, tell you fun facts. I can try to show you something if there's something specific you want me to show you. Here's Spaceship Earth. Epcot just closed, but I'm taking you on a nighttime stroll. Walked the wrong way because I thought it connected and it didn't. Hi, 7 people. Whoa. It's like a new world record. Welcome to Epcot after it closes. Alternatively, Marc wandering around Epcot until he gets kicked out. For those of you just joining me, I said I was going to be walking from this front of the park to the back of the park so I can take a Skyliner, which is my favorite way of transportation anywhere in the resort. But then I walked into a wall instead. So, hey, I'm going to blame the fact that there's so many construction walls and get them confused, and not the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. Although it could also be that second one, because I don't really know what I'm doing. Side note, this is like my 4th live stream ever, so I don't really know what I'm doing with live streaming either. I am 1000% walking the wrong direction. Everyone's leaving. I am also leaving, but off a different mode of transportation. The Skyliner is more fun, it has less people, it's a more relaxing experience. I prefer to pretty much anything, except maybe the boats. Although I still think it beats out the boats. There are some boats that will take you across to like the bodies of water. You can go to some hotels, not mine, but you can take them to certain hotels. You can mix and match your transportation. I still think the Skyliner has a beat though. I don't know if this music loop is copyrighted, but if it is, then I'm going to get claimed. It's a very cool music loop though. They changed it recently, in like the last couple years. There was ones from like the opening of Disney World, or opening of Epcot, in the 80s to the present day. Until they changed it to this. But it's growing. I mean, I like it. I didn't like it at first. Now I do. I am going the wrong direction. Everyone's taking pictures of Spaceship Earth because it looks very pretty. Before, I walked backwards so I could show it to you. I'm not going to do that now because there are too many people and I don't want to get run over. Although I guess I might make for a slightly more interesting stream. I can turn around and show it to you. Y'all, isn't that so pretty? Type in the chat about how pretty Spaceship Earth is. Or don't. It's fine. I don't need engagement. Who needs to grow a YouTube channel? Anyway, if there's anything specific you'd like me to talk about, I can. Otherwise, I'm going to keep rambling. If you want me to just stop talking, I can do that too. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Trying to avoid the crowd here. Getting one over is fun though. Maybe for you to watch, but not for me to do. It was said by, was it Wildebeest? It's very clever wordplay there. Yes, I believe I would like watching me get run over, but I don't want to get run over. Might break my phone, which would make it hard to keep live streaming. Anyway, there are lots of construction walls everywhere. They just finished building Moana: The Journey of Water, which as far as I know, is completely finished. But they just haven't opened it yet. There are going to be some cast previews like 3 days after I leave, which is great.
We waited a little while,
But until then, until they finish building everything, until they finish that renovation of Epcot, they said it was going to be done in 2020, and it wasn't because pandemic. All these walls will go away then, but for now, it's just the theme park of walls. Here's Creation Shop. This is their giant gift shop with all the stuff. Except all the stuff you want to find. If there's something in particular that you want, it's not going to be there. But everything else is there. This replaced a shop that used to be called Mouse Gear, which is basically the same thing, but with a slightly different design. This park was a lot more walkable before there were all these walls. But it's fine. Wow, my 7 people went down to 2. Hello, 2 people. Hey, if you're one of the 2 people still, here, say hi. In the chat. You can also say it out loud, but I won't hear you. 3 likes on the stream. Whoa. Hi, Wildebeest. Is it pronounced Wildebeest? Am I pronouncing it right? Or is it? I assume it's pronounced Wildebeest because the thing, but. Yes, I'm correct. There's a popcorn stand that's closed. Everything's closed here because the park is closed. You can see everyone walking towards me. I promise I'm also exiting the park. I'm just going to the Skyliner in the back of the park, and everyone else is going to the main entrance, the front of the park. Now there's one person. Wow. I don't know which one person it is, but I'm talking to only one human being right now. How cool is that? A singular stream, solo stream. There's Test Strike over there. It's a very cool ride. Look at those lens flares. My camera is not equipped for night vision. Night vision, night view, night mode. This used to be the home of Agent P's World Showcase Adventure, which was an interactive game on a flip phone. It has now been turned into a DuckTales themed game of the same kind on an app, because flip phones are not as relevant as they used to be. And by that I mean, who uses a flip phone anymore? Not me. This is the Odyssey. It used to be the Epcot experience, but then when that whole renovation ended, they now make it into a multi-purpose event space, which I think it was before. Then they turned it into the Epcot experience, now it's turned back into the Odyssey. These are some pretty trees. There's not much to talk about here, it's just a walkway. It gets filled up with people during the day, but now it's the night. It's interesting because Epcot originally stood for the Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow, because it was meant to be a blueprint for futuristic cities, and it was designed by Walt Disney, who helped, create the Magic Kingdom and stuff. But then, when he died, it kind of got turned into a theme park, which was kind of similar, but also not. And then it kept changing, and now it's not really anything to do with it. And officially, they actually did change the name from Epcot, the acronym, to Epcot, the word. So now Epcot stands for nothing. How fun is that? Looking across the lagoon here, you can see all the different pavilions. Each pavilion is a different country in the world. You've got America, Mexico, Canada, Morocco, Italy, United Kingdom, China, Japan. I don't remember which ones I've forgotten to mention. France, there's France. There's other ones, I think. There's 11 of them. But I wasn't counting when I said it before, so I don't know for sure. Want some coffee or tea, guys? I can't get any for you. You're through a screen. There's a boat there. During operating hours, you can take a boat from one side of the lagoon to the other. Haven't done that yet this trip, but it's very fun to do so. I love boats. Boats are cool. You can see, I feel like I'm going the wrong way. I promise that I'm not. I promise I am going towards the exit. It's just that everyone that was going to use the Skyliner already has. So I'm hoping they're still going to let me go this way. This is a valid way to leave the park. For the Food and Wine Festival is coming up soon, and they have a lot of temporary food stalls here. One for every country in the World Showcase, and some that are from countries not represented. So it's not going to open until, you guessed it, after I leave. But they're starting to set everything up, which makes me excited and jealous. We're crossing the bridge into Mexico. Has the boat ride called the Three Caballeros. Well, it's called Grand Fiesta Tour, starring the Three Caballeros, which is Donald. Oh, I tripped. Wildebeest. I almost got run over by myself. So, you almost got your wish. Anyway, has a boat ride themed to Donald and his two friends. This is a restaurant. That's kids running around. This is what happens when parks are closed. When museums close, everything comes to life. Oh. Okay. Hi, everybody. I accidentally zoomed in. Didn't know that I did that. If I accidentally gave you motion sickness or something else, tell me that in the chat. Engage with the chat. Hello, I'm back. Wi-Fi here is spotty, so if I cut in and out, I promise it's because Wi-Fi and not me. Anyway, crossing out of Mexico into Norway, I think is next. If you're just joining us, this is Epcot after closing. The park closed at 9, which was about 10 minutes ago. So I'm still all the rides and shops and things are closed, but I can still wander around and show you what is essentially an empty Epcot. Not many other times you're going to get to find a completely empty World Showcase. If there's any countries you want me to show you more detail of, I can, I think. Or I hope. Hello, new person! Say hi in the chat, tell me who you are. I can talk to you. Like, oh, 4 people, whoa, 3 people. Just kidding. I was immediately annoying for that one person. Well, for the 3 of you that remain, I'm walking through a pretty much empty World Showcase. Everything's closed, but I can walk through them. This is Norway. Used to have a ride called Maelstrom about Norway, and then I got replaced with a Frozen ride, which is interesting because Arendelle isn't even technically in Norway. It's based on around a Norwegian-style country that isn't actually Norway. For creative liberty, I guess. These are torches to light up with fire. It's cool. Hey, the next time I do a live stream, can someone remind me to like bring a bottle of water with me or something? I'm thirsty. Hi, this is China. You can meet Mulan here sometimes. They have a film called Reflections of China. Have some restaurants and some shops. They have a Joy of Tea. That's what that is. It's very dark, but that's Joy of Tea. You can see Italy and America, Morocco, and of course the lagoon. I'm not going to be going there, unfortunately, because I don't want to stay here too late, because I don't want to get kicked out. Usually once Disney parks close, Disney will let you be in the park a little bit longer, to shop, to mill about, which gives you these cool opportunities to be pretty much alone in World Showcase. You can see a few people walking by here, but I'm pretty much alone, pretty much completely empty, and not as warm. It was a real feel of 122 today when I checked last, which is very warm for somebody that's from Michigan. I'm from Michigan. That's very much not as warm as this. Let's take a moment to appreciate the lagoon here. It doesn't look great on my phone, but it's very pretty in real life, I promise. Just trust me. We're heading into the refreshment outpost. Hey look, my phone says nobody's watching. That's awesome. That wouldn't be that uncommon actually, because my first ever stream from Disneyland Paris had nobody the entire time. So the fact that I had anybody, the fact that I had Wildebeest talking to me, is a big achievement for me. So thank you, Wildebeest, if you're still here, and be referring to a specific YouTube commenter. Here's some more of the Food and Wine Dance Festival Market, and Kenya. Kenya is not represented in the World Showcase normally, but it is in Food and Wine. Guys, words are hard. I've been in the theme park all day. I don't even know what day it is anymore. All I know are theme parks. I've live streamed from Hollywood Studios and from Epcot. I'm not going back to Animal Kingdom before I leave, but I might be able to stream from Magic Kingdom, so If you want me to do that, say hi in the chat, or comment, or like the stream, or share it, or whatever YouTubers say. This is Germany up here. Germany, of course, home of the German things like chocolate and beer. Other things also, obviously. Got some. Oh, this is a cool view of Spaceship Earth across the lagoon. Look at how pretty that is. I say to absolutely nobody. Hey, if you're somebody and you're here, tell me. I'm going to keep walking faster because they are increasingly clean up more, and I don't want to be in the way. Also, I think Skyliner stops running an hour after the park closes, so I should be fine. But I really don't want to get trapped in the back of Epcot. I'm sure they'd let me out somewhere. But I don't want to have to walk all the way back to the front. It's a big park. There's the other dock to the boat I was telling you about before. There's a model train set up here. You probably won't be able to see because there are no lights on it. But it's very cool. This music is very cool. But hi, one person. I don't know who you are. Say hi in the chat. This model train set's very cool. I didn't know that model train sets were a big thing in Germany, but I guess they are if they're a featured item of the Germany Pavilion. I doubt the train itself is still running, but you can see a little bit of the buildings here. It's very cool. Like I said, I'm going to continue to keep moving, so I make sure I'm not in the way of any of the cast members, and so I don't get kicked out. Because, again, would it be fun to watch me get kicked out? Sure. Would it be fun to get kicked out? No. This here is Italy. Very nice walk a long way to get to France. This is Italy. I ate dinner here today at Napoli, where I had some very good pizza. I really liked the pizza. It was very good. Oh, I zoomed in again. Sorry guys, hold on. I didn't even know you could do that before today. Learning new things, aren't we? Just sitting on those benches, music, you can get a snack or a drink, and you can just enjoy the day, enjoy the evening, enjoy Epcot. Not a lot of people are over there. There's a cool bridge. You can look out on Spaceship Earth. It's really cool. We're heading out. I lied when I said I wasn't going to go to America. There's a gelato place. Never been there, but I like gelato. So this here is the American Adventure. All about themed to colonial America. Obviously, they have a funnel cake cart. You can buy coffee. Not right now. It's closed right now. But usually, that main building is the American Adventure, which is they perform concerts and stage shows. They've been building a giant screen display all week. I assume for the E to the B concert series. And it looks like they're now testing lights. How cool is that? Because this is technically after hours, so they can do whatever they want. I don't know what they're doing. They look like cast members. Most of the cast member laser ones. I'm assuming this means I'm going to get escorted out of the park. Hopefully I'm not in trouble. Either way, I'm going to keep walking. Hopefully I can keep walking towards France and get on the Skyliner and not away from it. Maybe I've been taking a little bit too long. I'm sure there are other people here, but I feel like I'm the last person here, and that's scary to me. Gonna power walk away from these cast members to try to avoid getting in trouble. So one person, you're watching me. I'm not doing anything against the rules. I'm going to the Skyliner, which is a valid form of transit to France, where I can take the Skyliner. Now the park is really emptying out because no one is here 20 minutes after park closing, which is actually like 40 minutes after park closing, because technically the park closes at 9 when Epcot Forever starts, but if you watch that ends at like 9:15. So we're already 15 minutes late. Now we're 20 minutes more late. Nobody's here anymore. Looks like they've already started to start power washing the walkways. There are still some people here. I'm not the only person here. That's good. Fun fact, this was supposed to have an attraction in it, but they built the building wrong and couldn't. Spaceship Earth is still running. If Spaceship Earth turns off, that's how you know I've been in here too long. But I'm sure that a cast member will tell me to get out first. This is kind of fun. This is a very, very late night stroll in Epcot. Park is not fully empty, but it's close to it. I feel like I'm getting in trouble, even though I'm not. I'm kind of... I heard the sound of like a laser cannon. It's like a pew sound. I don't know what that was. I don't know if any of you have read the Kingdom Keepers books, but it's about a group of kids that, through an experiment thing, get turned into hologram tour guides for Disney. But that means that when the park closes at night, their holograms with their live sentient brains inside them get put in the Disney parks, so they're like alive and walking around Disney World, but it's a hologram, it's a ghost. And it turns out that all the villains of the park are actually alive and trying to take over the kingdom. It's wild. It makes me feel like I'm here, alone in the park. I'm expecting like Maleficent or Jafar to pop out at me. That's not what's going to happen. All that's going to happen is I'm going to take a nice relaxing stroll through Epcot after hours. Okay, this is Morocco. No! This is Morocco. That's the Spice Bar table, that's a restaurant. Up there is France. That's where I want to go. Because it has the Skyliner station. And I'm getting onto the Skyliner so I can get out of this park before I get in trouble for being here. Can you tell that I used to be a teacher's pet? Yeah. I don't like getting in trouble. I'm not the kind of guy to... Here's a Belgium food stand for food and wine. Again, happening like 3 days after I leave. This is France. It was open for a long time, and then, after many, many years, they added a Ratatouille attraction, and with it came an expansion of the entire land. Added a crepe stand, which I've never tried, but I've heard is good. And some more theming. Fun fact, I've been to the same ride, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, in Paris, where it was first created, and they have a restaurant called Chez Remy's, which is actually the restaurant from the end of the ride. You end the ride going to Remy's restaurant, and in Paris you can actually go into that restaurant and dine there, and with the window directly overlooking the exit loadout area of the ride. But in America, it's just the ride. They have enough restaurants as it is. They have this one. They have one down there. I don't eat them. There's also a France gazebo thing for the Food and Wine Festival. This is a fountain. It's very cool. Honestly, this might be one of my favorite pavilions to look at night. The lighting is so cool. Looks so serene, and it actually does look a lot like Paris. I've been there, and it looks pretty similar. That was not a flex, I promise. Anyway, you can see the Skyliner cars through the trees. We got to cross the bridge, technically out of Paris, to go to International Gateway, which is their back door out of Epcot, where I will then exit the park. And also, there's just PSA, if any of you are in Florida watching right now, don't come find me. Please don't. I do not want you to come find me. That is fine, that you do not do that. I might be actually alone in this bridge. But it is a good thing to see. There are still people down here. International Gateway. Skyliner is still running. I won't be trapped, I think. You can still see Spaceship Earth here. This is going to be one of my longest streams so far. It's already longer than both of the other two, I think. And I still have yet to get on the Skyliner. Alright, the one person that's still here. This is an exercise. Should I continue the live stream on the Skyliner? Or should I just stop the live stream now? So, the one person that's here, chat either Skyliner or no Skyliner. I'll give you like 30 seconds. We're just going to be completely silent until that.
So can we come across this?
Well, either that one person isn't actually a person, or they just don't want to talk to the chat. So, I guess I'll have to wait and see. I'll wait and see how long the line for the Skyliner is. If it's a walk-on, maybe I'll live stream it, but I also don't want to live stream a line of people, because I don't want to just film people's faces all the time. When I'm walking, I can usually pan around them. I don't want to get random people on the... That's the Skyliner I'm supposed to be taking. And it stopped. That usually only stops due to rain or lightning. I don't know why it's not running. I may have to end this early if I have to go running. Oh, okay, they're running again. Temporary stop. That's good. Anyway, I don't like filming lines of people because they can't get out of the way of the camera. Usually I can move the camera away from them. I'd like to keep it. Hi again. We're officially in International Gateway and are moments away from exiting Epcot. You can see the Skyliner running up there. And in 2019 the Skyliner was, in my opinion, one of the best additions to Disney parks ever. Makes transportation much easier. And while it does break the illusion of the parks a little bit, like why does France have these colorful buckets with Disney characters on them flying through the air, I think that's okay. Because it's so nice and so efficient. And even if I don't get the chance to live stream the Skyliner ride, I do have a video that I shot of a ride from, I think, this park to Art of Animation that I can be putting up on the channel soon when I get home. So either way, you'll get to see a Skyliner run. And boy oh boy is that line long. I was kind of hoping that after almost 45 minutes of the park being closed, that I wouldn't have to wait in a line like this, but I still do. So I think, rather than making you wait in this line with me, because, oh, it's even longer, traffic around. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to include this in the stream. I'm just going to end the stream. So I'm going to take one last look at here.